Digging a basement today. It's freezing freaking balls outside. It snowed the other day. We've got about a foot of frost. No, not quite a foot. 8 inches of frost so far. Hasn't been super cold for very long, so it's not very thick. Usually around here, after a deep freeze for a month or two, we'll end up with usually around 3 feet of frost. I've seen as much as 4 feet of frost in a haul road or something on a job site that off-road trucks and scrapers and everything have been running on for days. And then you can get 4 or 5 feet of frost. I mean, you might as well just give up at that point. I don't care how big of a machine you have. 5 feet of frost is a lot to contend with. To be honest with you, I didn't even think about doing a video earlier. Didn't even cross my mind, so sorry I'm coming in kind of late to the video. Kind of think about, because I've got another one to do right after this one. Kind of thinking about doing maybe a 3 or 4 or 5 part video on my opinion on the right way to dig a basement. Guys that are learning, and basements can be kind of tricky if you've never, especially if never done one before. They can be a little bit tricky. It seems to be they're usually all different most of the time. Not necessarily the layout, but do you have a house on both sides? You got a house on one side. You got a small lot. You got a big lot where you got a lot of room for dirt. You got to haul dirt out. You got to haul dirt in. Seems like they're always usually pretty unique. So, knowing what to do, it just kind of comes with experience and doing them over and over. It pretty much just becomes second nature. And knowing where to start and where to end is a huge thing. That's so important, knowing where to start, where to stop. You kind of go through the whole thing in your head, every move you're going to make before you even start, because you might get halfway through and realize that you just completely screwed yourself. So I've done it myself when I first started digging basements. I was not new to excavators or heavy equipment by any means, but I was new to basements. Just so you know, we are sloping the walls. I mean, you can see over there, but with the frost, it's actually a lot less work for the skid loader just to slope it from the bottom, I found, instead of me trying to do it up here from the top. That, sometimes he just sits there for 15 or 20 minutes or something when he could be doing something. I can still be digging instead of worrying about sloping, so it helps make everything a little bit more efficient. all the guys that kind of do what I do, heavy equipment operator, somebody in construction, somebody that works a lot of hours. Don't be a fool and go work on Christmas when you got kids. Don't do it. It's not worth it. I don't care if they tell you, they're going to give you triple time, quadruple time. Who cares? Go home, be with your family, spend Christmas with them. I know a lot of guys that, even though they have kids and they live with them, they go to work on Christmas Day, Christmas Eve, pushing snow, whatever they're doing. I guess to each their own, but to me, it's just never been an option. It's never been an option for me. Can't take your money with you to the grave, boys. Can't do it. Truck start. Thank God for remote start, huh? Wish they made remote start for heavy equipment. That'd be nice. Some super long range, remote start where if you were even a few miles away, I don't know if it'd work on Wi-Fi, GPS, something like that, where you could be a few miles away at home or whatever. Because if it's really cold and you got a big machine, you might have to run for an hour. You don't want to harm hydraulic pumps and whatnot. That's a lot of cubic inches to warm up. That's a lot of hydraulic fluid to warm up. It'd just be nice, hit a button and get there and it's ready to go. That would be nice. So when you guys watching, go invent that for us, sweet. Go invent it. Really nice when you have a ripper for an excavator, but fortunately ours is at Caterpillar and don't have it here, so kind of going solo on it, just using the bucket. It's doable, but it's a lot easier to rip your lines and then pluck your frost out. Helps make a cleaner wall, helps you save your lines a little bit easier. As you can see here, I pulled up on it, just fractured that piece and this piece. Even though it's going to come out anyway, since we're sloping, but if you were doing something where you weren't going to slope the walls, you definitely do not want to leave a chunk of frost that's broken like that just hang there. Footing guys come in to lay forms and pour concrete, and one of them chunks of frost comes down on their head, they are as good as dead. That is the heaviest material that you would never think is. Was it one skid loader bucket full of dirt is close to, I think it's a ton, which is, I don't remember. Which is, I can't remember how many pounds. Is it close to 3,000 pounds, I think, is a ton. That could be way off, but you have a decent sized chunk of frost come off that wall, and it's about the size of maybe half the size of a skid loader bucket. That's like having a Chevy Trailblazer fall on you. It just doesn't appear to be like that would be the case because they're so small. But just best believe that stuff will kill you. I'm always very vigilant about that. I don't want to get anybody hurt. I don't want to get anybody killed. I could care less about how fast it gets done. I just want it to get done right, safe. Screw how fast it gets done. It doesn't matter. Just do what you need to do to keep it safe, and the people that coming in after you, keep them safe too. If you guys are wondering what I'm doing, basically just getting a little bit closer to this corner. I don't think you can see it on the video, but there's a little red line, yeah, you can kind of see it. But there's my corner. Then I'm going to work my way out this way. I'll sit over there and pull it that way and work my way down to the bottom. This is a walkout basement, which makes it a little bit easier because you basically just take grade here to basement and just keep going. You don't have to worry about your back line because you're going to dig right through it. You're going to make the basement floor to grade basically all the way to that edge you see down there, right where my teeth are, right about here. You're going to take it all the way out to there because the basement grade is going to basically be the same as their backyard grade when it's all said and done. So, other than a little bit of slope in the backyard to get water away from the house. But it's a good starting point. So, I started clear over there in that corner, down at the bottom, where am I at? Right there. I worked my way around, up here, up here, up here. Now I'm going to go that way and finish out. Got kind of a late start today. Took a little bit longer to move the machine. Had to meet with the guy that's building the house, get the elevations and whatnot. And it's a big basement, and it's a deep basement. And this is the hardest ground that I've run into out here. We had some Proctor tests done on it, compaction tests, and they were up around 123%, which is just about the density of rock. So I'm sure you can imagine how hard this is. It comes out in chunks. So it's been a little bit slow going, but we'll get her. No big deal. It's almost 5 o'clock. I think we're going to get ready to shut down for the day. But I will make another video tomorrow. Maybe I'll start the video where I left off right here in the morning and take you guys with me through it. Just take you through, make one video maybe on the basement, another video on frost footings, and maybe one more video on garage footings. Then we'll be done here. Then it's on to the next one. So you guys have a good night, and I'll see you all tomorrow.